Hello, Runner's Garden here. New selfie stick. I gotta give you a race report on the Hsinchu City Marathon. The marathon itself was pretty good, but just a series of mishaps for me. Maybe you feel the same way if you joined it. The first thing for me, the high-speed rail does not operate that early in the morning, and I don't like to stay in hotels. I just can't sleep in a place. I just feel my house is comfortable, so I will take the extra time to drive to a race site. This is the furthest I've been to join a race, and so it was an hour and 20 minutes of driving. I woke up at 3:30 in the morning, got a couple hours sleep before that. That's normal for races. 2 nights before a race, I usually try to get as much sleep as possible, and then the night before the race, usually just a couple hours. So that's okay to wake up at 3:30 in the morning, got my breakfast. I wasn't able, this is kind of personal, but you runners know what I'm talking about. I wasn't able to go to the bathroom in the morning. Number 2, leaving at 4 o'clock in the morning. I got there at about 5:30. I had no problem getting there. It was really easy, just right off the highway. But then the first problem was finding parking. I actually drove to the start line, and I thought I got lucky because there was a parking lot, but there were some police officers there. It was quickly evident that that was the parking only for the vendors, so I had to find another parking lot. And I had some bad luck. I went to one parking lot, and well, let me demonstrate what happened on that. Let's just say my dirty placemat represents the first parking lot. So we had cars coming in the correct way, and you had cars coming in the exit, and then you had cars driving over the curb and just finding parking spaces. So very quickly, the parking lot was full of cars. And I got in there, let's say this is me. I couldn't get out. There were no spaces, and there were cars trying to come in this way and cars behind me. And so I spent at least 15 minutes. Wouldn't you know it, but the second parking lot had the same situation. Finally, I was able to park at a school, at Hsinchu Elementary School, a kilometer away. And the parking lots where I was, nobody was there guiding you in. It would have been really nice if they had somebody, at least in the exit, you know, kind of pointing to where there are spaces, or even telling us if there were spaces left, and they should maybe have a sign up when the parking lots are closed and say full, right? You would think so, but no. Maybe some of the parking lots did, but got to the race site a little bit late. And the first thing you do is make a beeline straight for the porta potties, the job johnnies, the toilets. And I waited in a line for about 15 minutes. It got really close to the start time of the race, and I just had to ditch it. I just had to get out of line and find my friend, and then get in formation to start. And I was way back from the start line by the time I was there. I couldn't line up close to the start line because there were thousands and thousands of people. This is probably the biggest race that I was ever in. It took around 3 minutes after the gun went off to actually get over the start line. My first order of business for the race was to actually find a bathroom that wasn't going to be crowded. And at the 5K mark, I thought that might be a good time to shoot directly for a 7-Eleven. You know, you can't go behind a tree in a city because, I mean, there were people everywhere. So for the city race, running to the bathroom, that meant, you know, finding a 7-Eleven. The first one I got to, I waited there. I burned 2 minutes of time, and there were still 5 people in front of me, so I ditched that. So I knew my time for this marathon was just going to hell. So I think at maybe the, I don't know, 7K, 10K mark, I found another bathroom. I got lucky, and there was only one person in front of me. So I was able to at least pee. But I was still carrying this kind of a brick in my stomach all the way till mile 19. One of the things that I really liked about this race were the fan participation. They had actual contests. I think there were 150 groups along the route of the marathon, and they had kind of a cheering contest, and you could vote for them at the end, I believe. At least that's what my friend told me. But there was not a kilometer that went by that you didn't hear a kind of a jayo, and a lot of people had costumes on. I mean, it was fantastic. Jayo! I mean, they were on both sides. They were jayo. Jayo in Mandarin is literally add oil, but what it really means is go, 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 go.
Yeah, it looks like the New York Marathon, huh? That's Verrazano, yeah. Where it starts. For those tuning in, we're not in the New York Marathon.
There were a bunch of kids sections, banging on drums. There was actually more elevation than what I would have thought. I mean, definitely more elevation than the Lehigh Valley VIA marathon that I participated in and broke the 4-hour mark. This one was reasonably flat, but again, there's some elevation. Maybe I'll show you an elevation chart.
Go, go, go!
A lot of different surfaces as well. I mean, you get out of the city, so the first part is a city run, and then you're going next to water. And so you have a lot of, you're running on planks and boards, which are part of a trail. And there was even grass that we ran on, so different surfaces throughout. So that was pretty neat. At mile 19, I was finally able to go. This time, I just didn't get the amount of training that I needed for the long runs. I went to the States for 3 weeks in February and really reduced my mileage just because I couldn't get that many miles out in the snow, and I probably could have put some more miles on my parents' treadmill, but I didn't get the really long runs to get my endurance in, and my max was one 18-miler before the marathon. I just wasn't ready. And after mile 19, mile 20, things fell apart as they usually do in marathons, and I had to walk and jog and walk and jog. It was really nice though. It was kind of bittersweet. The good part was that my friend caught up to me, and we were able to finish the marathon together. So that was really nice.
4:34. Ah! He's shouting for his mom. Where's my mama? Okay. Oh, let me.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, I need that. Thank you. Here's the race shirt I got. Hsinchu City Marathon.
This is the race towel. It's pretty nice.
You missed a big pile of girls. I hope you're happy with yourself. Jayo! Jayo! Good job! Good job!
Thanks for watching.